this section, we'll be adding a dash mechanic to our character controller. Now you might wonder, how hard is it to implement a dash mechanic? And the truth is that it's pretty easy in this case, because all we will really be doing is increasing the movement speed of the player for some time. It might be as the player keeps a button held down, or in your game it could be something like the player has a pickup that he's picked up and it allows him to run extra fast for a certain amount of time. So really it's an easy mechanic to implement, but it does add a lot of depth to your game. There's a bit of preparation work that I want to do so that our scene is ready for us to code and test our dash mechanic. So first thing that let's do is let's select our main camera and let's change its size from 5 to 10. So that pulls the camera's view out so it's a wider field of view. Now let's select our main terrain and we're going to change its scale so it has an X of 40 and a Y scale of 10. And then we'll change its Y position to a -10, so it'll bring it down lower. There we go. Now we have a bit of a larger play field to run around on. Now let's make a couple of pillars that the player can run and jump on top of and jump between. So let's just select the terrain object here, and you can do Control D or Command D to duplicate it. And that's kind of just convenient because it will keep the terrain layer on the object as well as the box collider 2D. Let's get started adding some code for our dash mechanic. So open your script editor and make sure that you're in the character controller 2D script. Now the first thing that we want to do is we want to add a new public float that will act as the dash acceleration for how fast the player should be moving when we want to dash. Okay, so how do we tell Unity that we have a button called dash? So let's go to Edit and Project Settings and back to Input. So we're going once again back to our Input Manager. Now there's all these existing input properties here, and you'll notice jump is right here. And so that's why previously the jump was working fine, was because Unity, when you create a project, it has these default properties in the input manager, so we didn't have to come and define jump, it was already here. Same thing with horizontal, that's why our left and right on our keyboard works, and we can just pull for a axis with the name horizontal.